Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I am here for you. I love it. I'm excited to be here. Man, this is so crazy. Beginning of the year. I am excited for each and every one of you. So, how are you doing? Let's just start with that. I'm going to jump into exactly what we're going to be doing, and I'm going to be showing you how you can create an agenda for you, your brand, whatever you're doing in your business. Let me just double check really quick. Give every people time to get on and see what's going on in their world. But as you're coming in, let me know where you're from. Let me know what's going on with you and how you're focusing on your content creation. So, for those who do not know me, let's get it started. My name is Lion Flood with VCA Academy, and I teach the art of going live. I teach the art of how to be comfortable on camera, and more importantly, I teach people to create engaging, professional, virtual presentations. It doesn't matter what format that you're doing it in, I'm teaching you how to do that there. So, today we're going to start off by showing you exactly what that looks like. And I want to show you a picture. Some should have seen it. But if you have not, I'm going to show you what it looks like for the final product. So here we go. This is what the final product should look like, right? Now, this, what you're seeing, it is dynamic. What that means is that it's going to be moving. It is not a static image. It is not something that you're going to just post up and say, all right, class, all right, everyone, this is what we're going to be doing today. No. So let me run through exactly what it looks like. Then we'll jump right into the teaching. As we're going on with that, though, allow me to tell you, hey, food for thought. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate that. Let me see if I can throw that up on the screen. Where did oh, there it goes. So let's take you off, Neil. Put food for thought up there. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Now, let me tell you what the purpose of this is. Actually, I want to make that. Should I make that? Oh, look at that. That's different. Cool. I'll change the color up on that in a little while. All right. But let me tell you what this is used for. So let's get right into it and show you. So, for an example, here I am. I'm about to start my webinar. I'm about to start my course. I'm about to start my class. Whatever it is, I want engagement. Bottom line, that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. It does not matter about how many subscribers you have anymore. Companies are hip to people buying, paying subscribers, whatever. They want to see if your viewers, if the people that you're interested in are engaged in your content. Bottom line, if you can't get that, then you might want to try something else, right? So now I'm in my class, I'm in my webinar, and it's so boring. I cannot tell you how many webinars I've been in, how many meetings I've been in where I see just talking heads, just the person talking for an hour trying to sell or say whatever they're going to say. Now, if you're putting graphics on the screen, that's good. That's great, right? But I'm going to show you some really cool techniques. So now, today's agenda, we're going to be talking about comment overlays. And I'm actually going to show you a brief description of each one of those as well, so you can see the power of Ecamm. And for those who don't know, this is being brought to you by Ecamm. Ecamm, one of the most strongest, powerful content creation processes out there. Let me see if I can get it down right here, right? This is being brought to you by Ecamm. This is the screen. It should have been right there. Hey, thank you so much, Ecamm. Give it up for the Ecamm fam. Oh, I got to put that commercial back in there as well. So, all right. So now let's get back into that agenda. All right. So here we are now. So today I'm going to be talking to you about comment overlays, and we can see how that one just went to a different color. Again, branded, you can make these any color you like, whatever one you like. Okay. Next, we're going to be talking about shape overlays. Now, notice I'm doing this with so much ease. It's done without me even having to think it. And as a coach, that's what you want. You don't want to have to think about pressing this button, doing that, doing the other, right? You want this just to be done just as easily as saying, we're moving on to animated overlays. Right? And after animated overlays, we're going to jump into text overlays. Text overlays, you get the drift. The camera overlays. Then we're going into the widget overlays, and I will explain to you each one of them as we set them up. I'll show you a quick example. Then after that, we're going to take a lunch break at 3 p.m. Not really. It's not even going to take that long, but I'm showing you that if you wanted to place a break inside of your presentation, if you wanted to place something else in there, you can, right? And then also bring attention that everything was created inside of Ecamm. And we're going to go in depth in it, but I'm going to start off with the basics of showing you how this is done. All right. Now, what I love to do whenever I'm going to start some new project like this is I love to start off with what I call my secret weapon. And I got that from Bradley Vincent. He's an Ecamm fellow user. He taught us how to do the secret weapon, but I'm going to show you how to do that. And let me bring up my picture. Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm going to start off with a blank screen. Oh, and also, as we're going along with this, if you have questions, please don't hesitate. Throw them inside there. If you have comments, preguntas, escuelas, whatever, throw them inside there. This is all about learning and helping you out. And if you want to see this done for your brand, let me know. I'll add in some of your colors. I'll add in some of your content or anything like that. So imagine if you're about to start a live or a presentation or even just recording video and you wanted to tell people what was going to be done. Okay. This is an example of how that can be done. So let's start off with a blank screen and then I'm going to place my picture down there just so you can see it really quick. All right. So we are going to create a new. I'm still here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't run. Don't run. There I am. Let's make this one smaller. And let's get that there. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to bring this here. What I'm going to do at this time is I'm going to bring in the final project of what I want. And that is here. Let me put my picture on the bottom. There we go. All right. So I use this kind of as um, my muse and whatnot so I can follow along with it. Also, remember, live happens, ladies and gentlemen, whether we want it to or not. Live is going to happen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shrink this down a little bit though, which is then going to give me kind of a basic idea of what I want to create with this. So initially, I'm going to bring up my camera, but I'm going to keep this here just so I can show you all, and then I'm going to remove the circle one. So let's go ahead and bring on my camera. All right. And then, perfect. All right. So let me get rid of this one now. And I'll make that a little bit smaller so I can see. All right. Perfect. So now, what I'm going to do for the most part is simply copy and paste. That's how easy and quick this is going to be done. So we're going to start off with the top portion. What I want this to do is the agenda. All right. Now, in order to do that, I am going to show you the back end of what my screen looks like and show you how to build this with Ecamm and show you how easy and simple this is. So let's get ready. Don't be overwhelmed by, actually, you know what? I'm going to take all of that off in which I don't need. So that way you all don't have to worry about any of that. Okay. So let's get that off. Let's get that off. Everything that I don't need. Perfect. And I'm going to just leave the comments box so you all can see. And if I need it, I'll bring it back up. How about that? Perfect. And thank you so much, Jeff, for just dropping in and saying hi. I appreciate that sincerely, sir. More than you know. Okay. So, yeah, we don't worry about the that. All right. So here we go. So this is my back end, right? This is what you see. And these are the only two things that we need to worry about at the moment is these two. And let me turn off the draw function. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to start off with this here. In order to do that, I just need to add in a shape overlay. That is what we have here currently. And that is the third one from, or the second one from the top, the shape overlay. Common overlays is what you saw earlier, what we did with Jeff, but I'll show you how to bring that on in just a second. When Food for Thought was like, let's go. And make sure you check out Food for Thought as well, guys. Great inspirational, mind revelating kind of content there as well. And Jeff, if you want, you can put your information down there. Anyone else can check that out as well. So now, when I bring in this shape overlay, it's going to come on and remember the last color. It's going to remember everything else. I just need to shrink it down. And from this point on, it's going to remember that size, that color, and everything. So for an example, I click the next one, it remembers the last one. So we'll just get rid of that for right now. So I am just going to kind of put it up to where I want it to be at. And that's up top. Again, we're eyeballing it. We'll just make this quick and simple. Show you how easy this is. So I want that to be a different color. So I'm going to open up my color palette. And the way I do that for me is I double click it, or you can click this pencil here. Remember, Ecamm is very simple, user-friendly. It works out so good. So let me move that over so it's not in my face. Get out my face. No, get off my face. Does it keep going on my face? Why does it keep going on my face? All right, there we go. That's good for right now. So I'm going to choose a different color, and I'm going to just use, let's go just blue for right now. We'll go with this midnight blue. Yeah, we'll use the midnight blue. All right. And then that's it. That's the start of it. From that point, I'm just going to, for me, make this rounded edges. I think I should just leave it square just to make it simple and quick for you all, but I'll make it rounded edges. And do the rounded edges again, I just change it. It says corner radius here, and I simply click these buttons here to make the edges round. Okay, that's it. That's the process for Ecamm, ladies and gentlemen. I've been saying it for a while now. It's been so easy. Right now, at this point, I just simply kind of drag this to the shape and the size that I want. Again, it'll take some eyeballing, but that's it. So we're done. Now, I am going to, we'll just leave it blue for right now. I'm going to put today's agenda in here. In order to do that, I simply come over to the text button and I just click it. I'm going to get a dynamic text box, and I'm going to just put in today's agenda. Okay, I simply type that in, and I get ready to bring this over into here, and let me remove this background. Okay, and look, ladies and gentlemen, we just made that today's agenda. That is it. You can change the color scheme to whatever you want. You can make it a bright green like I did just to highlight it, but that's it. That's simple. I can't express it anymore. I've told you many times Ecamm is the easiest and strongest platform for you to work on to cut down your editing, to make sure you can get things done quicker. This entire thing that you see here, I built in probably less than 20 minutes. Now, I am proficient in Ecamm, so I know a little bit more. But even for you, it would take maybe less than 40 probably, if that, once you get it, understand the concept, right? So now the ease part of this right here is I just made the first agenda column. Now I want to make the others, but let me show you what that looks like on this end. So you can see, that's it. That's the overlay. We used two of the items that's on this agenda that I was going to teach today. Okay, we used the shape overlay, which is the shape overlay, and the text overlay. That's it. We created a shape, we customized the shape, we dragged it, and then we put text on top of the shape. That's all. Okay. All right. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to create that same thing, but the only difference is now I'm just going to copy and paste it. Right? Now, for all Mac users out there, this is a simple process. All you have to do is hold down the Option key and just drag that to another location, okay? And so then now I'm going to do the same thing. Actually, move that out real quick. Let me get rid of that one. what I usually do is I will create however many of them that I want, right? So, for an example, I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I'm just going to use four for an example, right? So then now I have this word here. I'm put all my words over here, and then I'm just going to create four for right now. So I have there's one, and then there's one. Okay, that's it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Can I say it again? That is it. Now, if you are in the process of wanting to learn more of these things right here, and you want to go, well, let me come big screen real quick. See, I want you to see my face. If you're in the process of wanting to learn this content, and you want to go further, faster, then you need to come and talk to me. You need to set up a one-on-one call to see if this is even beneficial for your company, your business, your content creation. It's just a talk. We're not going to do much, right? Right. So you need to set that up though, because I can show you how we can brand colors, anything else specific to you. I'm not trying to sell you, hey, the system sells itself. If you want to go further and faster in 2024, come on. That's my new year kind of focus and goal, right? I'm not begging anyone to come. You're going to come if you want the best. If you don't, stay where you're at, right? That's it, right? I'm cool with it. All right. So now we've got four items and we've got four words, right? All right, so let's put this one back on top. Now, let's say I want this one to be, give me a word out there, a subject matter that you coach or that you teach on. Matter of fact, Jeff said something, so I'm going to say food for thought, right? Let's just say he's telling people food for thought. So let's go mindset reset. Maybe he's talking about ways to teach mindset reset. So I just typed that in and I just drag that over onto the agenda panel. That's it. That's what I'm calling it, the agenda panel. And I'm going to show you another cool feature similar to what's going on that you don't see right now, but will be really, really helpful. All right. So then now we've got those ones there. I thought I made two more words. Oh, I just made one. All right. So then now let's simply copy and paste, copy and paste. That's it, right? So now I want four. I'm gonna change that one to, let's say, resolutions, right? Because everyone loves resolutions, right? They want it. So then now, again, I simply drag and drop. And then the last one, I'm going to type. Oh, let me show you what I'm doing. I forgot to come back here to show you. So again, I'm just simply typing in, and then we're gonna go with I'll just put camera overlays. Okay, bam. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I just made the agenda that quick. And let me show you how this looks. Perfect, right? You can add colors. You can change colors. You can do anything like that. What's a color out there that you have that's branded for you? Let me know. I want to know a color that you like. Let's just say, and I'm going to show you how simple this is once again. Okay. So let's say your color is not blue, right? So for example, let me take that off, right? So let's do this here, okay? Just for 1 second. So now I come to the fill color here, and I'm simply going to click it. That brings up my colors panel over here. And from that point, actually, let me get rid of some of that so you can see a little bit easier, okay? There we go. All right. So then now I have these colors I can choose from. Okay. So let's say you want this one to be red. Oh, that was black. Red. Okay, there we go. So now red. And of course, you're going to probably need to change the word color maybe, but that's okay. We'll just leave it there for an example to show you how simple it is to add your color, choose your color using the color picker. All right. So let me take a break here for a quick second. Do I have any questions out there as to anything? Because I know I get excited sometimes and I do go a little fast sometimes when I'm doing the tutorials. But slow me down, stop me if you have any questions, any preguntas, any después, let me know. Does that not come up? All right, let's see. Show you how this looks. Okay. All right, let's see. One second, let me just check something here really quick. Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, so now let's go ahead and get back to our regularly broadcasted system. All right, here we go. All right, just checking to see if I have any more questions come up, any comments. All right, so now here we are. We've got our system made. I'm trying to show you, number one, how easy it is and how quick and efficient it is to switch into a new item. So now let's add the bottom where you see it says VCA down here, the Academy. So let's say, oh, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. Perfect. I'm going to make one already for Jeff since he commented. So I'm just move this over here so I can kind of see it. And remember, that's simply um my muse in essence. I am making this. All right, so let's do that. Let's lock that. Let's bring this here. And I'm just talking to myself really quick so I can adjust to a few things. All right, perfect. So now I'm going to make this VCA Academy and show you how as easy it is again to bring a logo in. I'm going to use a shape overlay. Remember, shape overlay is right over here. I simply click this box. Okay. It remembers the last size and the last color because I changed it to yellow. I changed it to red. So for me on this one, I want this to be square. So I'm just going to, again, bring up my panel box and I'm just going to click that and change it to square. Okay. And I'm just showing, making these fairly quickly so you can see just how easy and quick it is. Okay. Again, I'm going to add in a text and I'm just going to say food for thought. Okay. Food for thought. All right. I simply make that bigger. Ooh, okay. All right. Now, and all I'm doing is scaling using my mouse. That's it. I'm just dragging my mouse to make it scaled or bigger or something like that. Oh, that's a great idea. Let me see. I want to see if I can grab your logo, Jeff. This is a really cool idea. Give me 1 second. Food for thought. Let's see. I want to see if I can grab that logo. Don't see. Oh, there it is. Yes, food for thought. Self development. Okay, cool. So I can do this one or two ways. I can, again, let me just show you. So what I did just now, so you can see how simple this is. I just downloaded Jeff's logo. I just went to the web, looked it up. I'm simply going to grab it, drag it, and drop it. That's it with Ecamm. Oh my goodness, how can I make this so simpler for you, right? So now I'm just going to place it just like that right there. Okay. All right. There we go. So then now let's make that just a little bit smaller for right now. Again, remember, this is just a rough draft. I'm just doing this really quick. Now, what I would do right here is I would either make that a opaque overlay type of a thing, which you can do easily in Ecamm as well. Or I make this background white. Oh, then tell you what, let me do the wording black first because I know that is going to be okay. And then that's how quick and easy it is to change colors, features, whatever. I double click, I go to my color panel, make that white so that the food for thought just blends in. Now look at that. That's cool, right? Food for thought. Okay. All right. So now actually put that logo underneath so that the wording can blend in closer. Yeah. All right. So there we go, right? Food for thought. I would change up the coloring and make it, more unique. But let's do the bottom now. So I also have this. Oh, you know what? Let's put his logo down at the bottom there. So let's, or his not logo, but his the brand name. So let me come back really quick and see what I thought I saw. Food for thoughts. I saw it say something. Life coach, self development. Okay, life coach, self development. So now, so I'm going to do that. Life coach, self development. Let's remember that. Life coach, self development. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this up just a little bit. I move everything up just a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to add another shape overlay. Bring that underneath. Change the color just because we want to make this stand out. Let's go with just a gray, right? Just a gray, just to kind of make this look the way it looks. Okay. And then this is where I'm going to add in the wording, right? I simply grab the edge and I drag it along. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. All right. So I'm going to add the text in, like we talked about before. Self development. And what was the other one thing I said, if you remember? Life coach. I think that's what it was, like, right? Life coach. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to put that there. Okay. And I'm going to make that one life coach. Life coach. Right? Just to kind of give it a basic little thing. Okay. Then I'll tidy everything up and make it neater so that the lines actually touch. And then there we go. All right. And I think that's pretty much it. Jeff, if you're still here with me, buddy, tell me a couple of things that you would talk about in your class, or if you were giving a course and such. What is something you would talk about for self development? Okay. So let's just do a rough, quick thing like that. All right. We'll move this over a little bit more. And okay. All right. Perfect. Today's agenda: mindset reset, resolutions, and just trying to think. Should I move these? Yeah, let's move these over closer to the thing here. Now, if you notice also, every time you move something here, Ecamm gives you that little blue line, like Canva does a lot of places, to tell you if you're lined up and everything. So there we go. Line those up. Let's move this. Nope, that looks good, right? Yeah, that's good. All right. And so now let's move this resolutions over and just put it there for a second. Let's move the agenda over. Let's move this over. Okay. Again, please stop me if you have any questions or anything. And then let's move the camera overlay over as well. If you notice, everything I was, like I said, I was doing is in Ecamm, and it's drag and dropping, resizing, but it's making it look professional. Okay. I don't like the length of this white here, so I'm just gonna crop it down a little bit. Okay. All right, and then let's bring that even. And the life coach, I think I want to change the color on that because I want that to stand out different. So the text color, you know what? Actually, I'm just going to make one color different. So I'm gonna make a coach. I'm gonna highlight that. Okay, I just highlighted it, and then I'm gonna change the color to green. Okay, just to see. So now, life coach, but that's not. Let me see something. The gray I don't like. What color would go with that? Maybe we can change that from being white, but I'm just keep it right here. And so then now I'm gonna do the same thing for development. Okay, put development. I'm gonna put development as a blue. Let's see. Just again, just throwing it out there. Okay. All right. So really, this kind of is what our agenda looks like right here. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm done for the most part, right? I would tidy some things up. I would show you a couple of things there, right? Any other questions on this right here so far? Anything else? Let me go big screen. Let me back here so you guys can see. Okay. Any other questions? All right. So now I'll show you just really quick. If you have a question, again, jump right in. But I think that's it. Oh, no. The lunch break and the tension. All right. Cool. So maybe let's change up. Maybe he doesn't want that, right? Maybe. Jeff, if you want that, let me know. I'll make it for you real quick. But um, let me show you one of the cool things that you don't really see right now is I'm going to use a shape overlay once again. Again, I come to the shape overlay panel and I grab it, all right? And it remembers the last one. So from that point, we can just custom take the shape, and we drag it how we want. I'm going to put it kind of over here because what I want to do is I want to give you the focus on the wording that's over here, but I don't want my person that's watching the content to only be focused on that, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change this fill from color and make it a blur. What that does is it kind of makes it invisible, but if you kind of look at my face here, you can see how now half the face is there and blur. So I'm going to put that over the wording section, but I'm going to put it underneath the words. Okay. That's simple. I just dragged it and drop it. And now what I'm going to do is come over here. This is the rectangle. And I always name them, but I was just kind of going through this. So I'm going to put blur E, blur E. So I'm going to put blur. Then I am going to just drag it all the way to the bottom. Okay. So now it's underneath it. And if you look at the window behind, I'll take it off. So watch that space that's right over here. Okay. You can barely see the window, but now I take that off. Now you can see the window, right? So what if you had something there and you just wanted it kind of blurred out, right? So there it goes. Okay. That simple, that easy. Hey, I'm gonna take a quick second and I'm gonna bring this back up here. So I want to show you something and tell you something really important though, okay? I told you earlier about how I'm refocusing and I'm taking things towards that next level. I'm looking for people who want to come and join, who can be a part of that to learn these type of things. If you take value in the information I'm giving out for free, I've had people say the information that's paid 10 times better, 100 times better, right? To come and join for our FML founding members launch. I'm still continuing that on right now, which is a monthly subscription group that we have in which you can join and come and learn some of these things as well and get one-on-one training with us in the group sessions also. And it's called our e-committee, right? So, but before you even go into that, I want you to take a moment just to go ahead and book some time with me so that you can find out more information. We can show you exactly how this can work for your business. All right. I want to show you how you're able to do that as well. All right. There we go. Now I see what. Right. You always find those little things right there. I kept saying, I was like, yo, where's this thing at? Right. So, yeah. Okay, all right, it makes more sense now, but that's okay. So there we go, right? So scan the QR code if you want to get a discovery call, and it'll take you to my calendar. And at that point, you can then you can hold on. Let me see something. Yeah, you can go ahead and book a time with me for one-on-one. It would take 20 minutes to talk about how this can work for your business, because you're seeing exactly how I'm building one little quick thing out for someone who made a comment here, Jeff, food for thought. So take some time, build it out right there so we can get you going and get you started on that process. Okay. All right. So where were we? Let's come back to what scene was it? Was it this one? Here we go. All right. Yeah. So this is the one we were building out. So Um, yes. Okay, perfect. All right. So now we built all of that out. Only thing I'm not building out is the questions and answers because you pretty much got the concept. You would do the same thing, put a shape overlay over there like that. All right. So the last couple of things I'm going to do really quick is show you some of what these do. All right. So let's bring this here. So comment overlays, that's some of the things that you saw earlier with Jeff. And I'll actually bring that up so you can see it here. And then I'll make a little quick camera here so you can make sure we still see the person that you're speaking to. So let's do that. Okay. All right. So this is a comment overlay that I designed and made because I wanted to focus the comments on the viewer. So I'm just trying to think of what. So that comment came in as white. Let's see something. Oops. Let's see. Take that color, give it none. So let's see. I'm just trying to find a way to make that look a little better on that white screen. So let's do that. So, okay. All right. So for right now, we'll just leave that there. I'll make that shrink and bring the comment up, right? So here's a comment overlay, an example of one in which you can now structure this so it can be where you want it to be when maybe someone in your group or someone says something, you can bring that comment up on screen and everyone can see it, right? You can design it very similarly or make it totally different. It would be totally up to you. As a matter of fact, I think I have another one here. Yes, I'll show you this one as well. This is another comment section that I made. So I have it, so it's here. So now let's show you how this one would look if I place Jeff's comments there. Okay. And again, with the comments, you can structure them so you can make it look how you want it to look. Maybe I don't want it to be that small. Maybe I want it to be more centered. Oh, no, I think that's good, right? So then now I can say, oh, here's a comment. Let's talk about the comment that just came through, right? There we go. I didn't. All right, so cool. All right, so let's go back here, and then we're back to here. Well, that one's doing it. Alrighty then, and let me see. Yep, let's go here. All right, so now we just showed you comment overlays, and I'm going to show you next is the shape overlays I just showed you, animated overlays. All right, so in order to do animated overlays, there's a couple of quick ways to do that, and I'll show you one of my favorites. So I'll show you a animated overlay, and then I'll show you one of my favorites here. Right. So for example, here's one of my animated overlays. Me nerding out. It's moving. That's how you can bring animated overlays on. Again, I won't go into depth of how to get them in. You need to join our group to do that. Book that call. I should be getting at least a few people. It's right after they watch this. Matter of fact, not even right after. Do it when you're watching it. Book that calendar because it's going to fill up quick. But there's an example of an animated overlay. Here's another one, mind blowing. So people see all these fun, cool things that I do. And again, this does not have to translate only into that, right? There's several other things you can do with this, but that's an animated overlay. Text overlays, showed you that already because those are the ones you see there. The agenda, mindset, reset, resolutions, camera overlay. All right, all right. Now, camera overlays. All right. You see me using it, but I just did not explain what that is. So camera overlays, Ecamm gives you the ability to, let's say if you wanted to add different actions. All right. So that's over here in this panel again, next to the shape overlays. I simply come over here and click this little panel thing here. That says camera overlay. It's going to add in this camera here. Okay. From that point, I can then, did it make, made a few of them. Look at that. Who doesn't want to see multiple of me on screen? Come on now. All right. But here's a great thing about that. Maybe I want to not have this as a circle. I simply come over and I'll show you what it looks like. Simply come over here to the shape instead of circle. I click that. I can choose from several actions. I can even do custom. But let's just say if you want to do wide, 16 by 9. Okay. Now my camera overlay is different. Okay. This is a perfect example. Okay. Camera overlay gives you the ability to add in different actions and all kind of really cool things to bring in different camera angles. Right? So we have that camera overlay. Let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of this one. And next we have widget overlays. All right, cool. Widget overlays. So let's say for an example. Right. Yep. Let me just shrink this. So let's say for an example, I'm going to bring up a widget overlay and show you what it is. But I'm going to grab, no, I'll just use my site. Okay, so here's what a widget overlay looks like and what it does. This little icon over here is our widget overlay. If we click that, it's going to open up a name, a location, everything. And I'm just going to put Lions site, okay? I can then go and place in my website and I just hit enter. Now what it's going to do is it's going to bring up my website here. Just a second. There you go. Now I have the ability to have my website, any other site, a widget, anything be placed on the screen. Now here is the absolute best thing about this. It is interactive. There's a little button over here that you would need to click. Okay. And by clicking that, that makes these go from gray, so that now, just make that a little bit bigger and whatnot. So I'll slide this down. So what happens is that can now interact with the site. So let's say, for an example, one second, let me turn the Pro Mouse off. And there we go. So you can see that the site is moving, right? I can click on those items. I can scroll. If I wanted to bring up a different section of that website, I can do that by clicking on it. Now, again, this is a different size, but I just wanted to show you that it's that easy to be able to do that and then jump into maybe the coaching. So you don't have to share your screen if you're in Zoom or any of those other actions or things like that, right? So that is a web widget. You basically can bring in another website. You can interact with it. You can bring on Twitch. You can bring on all kind of other things onto your screen with you as well, right? So let's get rid of that one. And I think that was it. Web widget. Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Our time is up. Let me come back to you here. Our time is up. Let me know your thoughts, what you were thinking about in the comments, whether you're watching this on a live or if you are, hey, Neil, hey, thanks for coming, man. I was just about to get off, but I appreciate that. And that, I think I tagged you in that video from the overlays from the green screen. Let me know your thoughts on that as well. I'm going to jump off here and I'm going to go back and check the Ecamm group. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ecamm community, that's another best thing I love about Ecamm. So if you are not a part of the Ecamm fam yet, if you're a Mac user, I don't know why you're not. Let me know. I have a free trial, 14 days for you able to be able to check it out. And I'm an affiliate of Ecamm, so if you check it out, let me know. I will take some time and I will work with you to show you how to set it up to best use it for your content, right? So jump on it, grab the free trial. It's a new year. Stop saying what you would have done, could have done last year and start doing it. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take the time and say thanks for you. Hey, thanks for jumping in really quick, Neil. I appreciate that. I'm getting ready to go off and get some more training going on. My name is Lion Flood with the VCA Academy. I sincerely appreciate you. And I'm teaching you how to get the art of going live. I'm showing you how to create more engaging, professional, virtual presentations. Everything you see here is being done with Ecamm. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to scale and start moving up to where you want to be at in your content creation world. Make sure you check out Jeff's page. Make sure you check out Neil's page that just jumped on. He and I actually did a video also recently on workflow. One of the greatest things that I needed to get my mind around. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. All right. So thank you all. My name is Lion Flood. Make sure you send me the DM. Make sure you book a consultation call with me so we can see how this can work for you and your business. Lion Flood, VCA Academy. Keep living while you're alive. Thank you.
Stay